Welcome to DCE Digital Learning. I am Taramani S, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, GFGC, Pune, Bangalore. This is session number 4 in Unit 3 of the subject Accounting and Financial Management, the subject prescribed for third semester BCE. In this session, we'll learn about dishonor of bill of exchange and we'll learn solving problems also on the same, that is passing of journal entries. What is this dishonor of the bill? Now we know there will be a credit sales transaction and the seller will be drafting the bill of exchange, and after drafting the bill of exchange he gives it to the purchaser. The purchaser gives his acceptance by means of writing the word accepted and along with his signature and date he gives it back to the drawer, and the drawer retains that bill till the date of maturity, and then he presents it to the drawee, that is the acceptor. So one thing you know till now is honoring of the bill of exchange, that is the acceptor giving payment promptly on the bill of exchange presented to him for payment. But there is a chance that he may refuse to make payment. That means he may not pay the amount on the bill of exchange when it is presented to him for payment on the due date. So if it is not paid, if he is refusing to pay the amount on the bill of exchange on the due date, we do call it as dishonoring of the bill of exchange. So in this case, if it is dishonored, the drawer of the bill, he may do one thing. He may make it noted by a notary public, and to that notary he has to give a fee note which is being called as noting charges. So the drawer of the bill will make it noted by a notary public, and to get this thing done he has to pay noting charges to the notary public, and later he will collect it from the acceptor. And in case the drawer of the bill wants a separate certificate from the notary public certifying the dishonor of the instrument, he can get it done. This is what we call protest. Then what are the journal entries that are to be passed in the books of the drawer in case of dishonor of the bill? In case of dishonor of the bill, the drawer has to pass these entries in his books. Acceptor's account debited to bills receivable account to cash account. Acceptor's account is being debited. The reason being, it is a personal account. Now even after the due date, if the drawee or the acceptor is not making payment, that means it is dishonored, the acceptor still continues to be our debtor. So debtor's account once again is being debited. The reason being, he continues to be our debtor, and the bill is going out because it is being presented to the acceptor for payment. Real account credit what goes out, and to cash account. The cash account is regarding payment of noting charges to the notary public, because the holder of the bill on the due date now is the drawer of the bill. So he has to pay the fee to get it noted by the notary public, so that for that amount of noting charges he is crediting cash account. Cash real account credit what goes out. In the same way, when the bill has been discounted and dishonored and noting charges are incurred, in that case, that means the drawer of the bill is not retaining the bill of exchange till the due date. He is discounting the bill with his banker, and now the bill is with the banker, and when the banker is presenting this bill to the drawee for payment, the drawee or the acceptor is dishonoring that bill of exchange. In that case, this noting charges will be paid temporarily for the time being by the banker, and later he will collect it from the drawer of the bill, and this drawer will collect it the same amount from the acceptor. So in that case, the journal entry will be acceptor's account debited to cash account. That means the acceptor still continues to be our debtor, but now not just for this amount of the previous bill, but even for the amount of noting charges. So in case the value of the bill is 500 and if 20 rupees is the amount of noting charges, now the acceptor continues to be our debtor for 520 rupees, not for 500, and to cash account because he has to settle the amount that he has to give it to the banker. Both the amounts, that is the amount of the bill plus noting charges. Then when the bill has been endorsed over to a third person and then dishonored and noting charges are incurred. So this is a case of endorsement. So in case of endorsement, the drawer of the bill has endorsed this bill in favor of his creditor to see that his debt towards his creditor is settled. Then the endorsee is retaining that bill till the due date, and on the due date that endorsee is presenting this bill to our drawee, that is the acceptor, on the due date, but the acceptor is dishonoring that bill. In that case, the entry to be passed in the books of the drawer is acceptor's account debited to endorsee's account, because in this case acceptor still continues to be our debtor for the entire amount, that is the amount of the bill plus noting charges. And what about the endorsee? See, earlier we had to pay some amount to settle that we actually endorsed the bill, but it has become now like that amount is not settled, so that our creditor continues to be our creditor. So credit creditor's account to endorsee's account, but here not just for the bill amount, even for the noting charges, because that endorsee was the holder of the bill on the due date, right? So he met the noting charges. So in that case, now the drawer has to give to the endorsee not just the amount of the bill, but even the amount of noting charges. So we continue to be his debtor. That means endorsee continues to be our creditor, not for just the amount of the bill, but even for the amount of noting charges. Then one more case. We have sent a bill to our bank for collection, but later when the bank presented the same thing to our drawee or acceptor, the bill is honored and noting charges paid by the bank, because on the due date our bank is the holder of the bill. In this case also acceptor's account is being debited with entire amount of the bill plus noting charges and to cash account. Here we have to pay the entire amount, that is the amount of what do we call the bill plus noting charges. So cash is going out. Then in case of dishonoring of the bill, whatever is the case, that is in case of the drawer retaining the bill with himself till the due date, or if the bill is discounted and dishonored, or bill sent to bank for collection and dishonored, or if the bill is endorsed and dishonored, in all the cases the acceptor has to pass the same entry. It's a single entry, same entry in all the cases of dishonor in the books of the acceptor. So the entry will be bills payable account debited, noting charges account debited to drawer's account. Bills payable account is debited for the reason that whatever is the situation, he is receiving the bill on the due date. So he is receiving the bill. Noting charges, whoever has met this noting charges, that is whoever was the holder of the bill on the maturity date, that is in case of dishonor on the dishonoring date, they have met the noting charges. But whoever has paid it for temporarily, for the time being, now later the drawee or the acceptor has to meet the bill finally of the amount of noting charges. So it is his expense. Because of his default, it has been made to pay noting charges to the notary public, right? So noting charges account debited. It is an expense, nominal account, debit all losses and expenses. Then to drawer's account. Drawer, person, personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver of the benefit. So with the full amount of this, what do you call, the bill plus the noting charges, drawer's account is being credited. The reason being, he continues to be our creditor now for the entire amount, that is the value of the bill plus noting charges. That means we have to pay still the amount written on the bill plus noting charges to the drawer. So here is a problem on dishonoring of the bill. On January 1st, 2016, Ganga drew a 2 months bill on Jamuna for rupees 1000 and later accepted the same. On the due date, the bill was dishonored and noting charges 10 rupees. So noting charges 10 rupees, that is one thing. Date of the transaction is 1st Jan 2016. Ganga, drawer, Jamuna is a drawee. Period of the bill is 2 months. Amount of the bill is 1000. And here we are asked to pass the journal entries in the books of both Ganga and Jamuna. So first of all, in the books of the drawer, Ganga. On January 1st, 2016, bills receivable account debited to Jamuna's account. So it's a usual entry which we have passed it many times. Bill is coming in to us and Jamuna is the giver of the benefit because she gave the acceptance on the bill which we have drafted on Jamuna. So bill is coming in, Jamuna is the giver of acceptance. Then calculation of the due date. It is 2 months bill. Calculate the due date from 1st January plus 2 months plus 3 days. So after January, February, March, right? So after January, February, March 1st plus 3 days. So March 1st plus 3 days will be March 4th is the due date, and that is what we have written as the date of for the second journal entry. So Jamuna's account debited 1010, 2 bills receivable 1000, 2 cash account 10. What is the reason behind this? See, on this date, Ganga, that is a drawer, was retaining this bill till the due date. So on March 4th, Ganga presented this bill to Jamuna. So bill is going out. So 2 bills receivable account 1000 and 2 cash account 10 rupees. The reason being, in this case, the bill is dishonored and 10 rupees had to be paid by Ganga to the notary public. So cash is going out, which is 10 rupees, which is paid by Ganga to the notary public. Then Jamuna's account debited. Jamuna still continues to be our debtor because she has dishonored our bill. That means she has not paid the amount on our bill on the due date. So she still continues to be our debtor. So Jamuna's account we have to debit. So here earlier Jamuna was our debtor only for 1000. But because of dishonoring of the bill, now she became our debtor for 1010 rupees. 10,000 for 1010 rupees. That 10 rupees being the amount of noting charges. Then coming to the journal entries in the books of Jamuna acceptor, first entry has to be on the date of the transaction. Ganga's account debited to bills payable account. It is the entry for giving acceptance on the bill drafted on Jamuna by Ganga. That is the drawer. So Ganga is the receiver of the benefit of acceptance because we gave the acceptance on the bill of exchange drafted by Ganga on us and bill is going out. So Ganga is the receiver of the benefit of acceptance and bill is going out from our hands. Then on the due date, March 4th, bill is presented to us from Ganga and we have not paid. So Ganga still continues to be our creditor along with the amount of noting charges. So we received the bill, bills payable account 1000, noting charges account to be debited as I told, because finally it is our expense and we have to meet it. So 10 rupees to Ganga's account because Ganga still continues to be our creditor for the entire amount of the bill plus noting charges. So there is one more problem regarding discounting of the bill of exchange and dishonoring. In case the bill is discounted, on the maturity date, the bill will be with the banker, right? So on the maturity date, the banker will be presenting this bill to the drawee on the due date. And in case it is dishonored, noting charges for the time being will be met by the bank. And this noting charges paid by the bank to the notary public will be recovered from the drawer. Then the drawer finally recovers that amount of noting charges from the drawee only. So this is the procedure, like what it happens in case of discounting of the bill of exchange and later dishonoring of the same thing by the acceptor. So we can look at the sum. On 1st July 2015, M drew a bill that is 2 months bill on N for rupees 800. After acceptance, the bill was discounted by M with the banker at 6%. The bill was dishonored on the due date and the noting charges rupees 10 paid by the banker, and we are asked to pass entries in the books of M and N. Yes, M is a drawer, N is a drawee. 2 months bill from 1st July 15. So the due date will be from 1st July plus 2 months plus 3 days. So after July, August, September, right? After July, August, September 1st plus 3 days means September 4th. September 4th is the due date. And amount of the bill is 800. And discount rate is 6%. And the date of discounting of the bill is not given. So we have to assume the bill is discounted on the date of the transaction itself. That is 1st July 2015. And later the bill is dishonored, noting charges 10 rupees. Yes. Now we'll pass entries in the books of M, the drawer. So first entry for receiving acceptance on the bill drafted by us on N, that is the acceptor. So on July 1st, 2015, bills receivable account debited to N's account. That means we are receiving the bill, that is acceptance on the bill, and to N's account. N is the giver of the benefit, that is N gave the acceptance on the bill. Then on the same date, we discounted the bill with the banker. So what we received? Amount of the bill less the discount as per the rate given by the banker. So cash account debited, discount account debited to bills receivable account. Let us look at the calculations later. First of all, cash account debited, how much we received. Here it is written 792. Discount account debited, debit all losses and expenses. It is a nominal account. It is a last verse. Because we discounted the bill, we are losing 8 rupees. It is nothing other than the interest charged by the banker on the drawer for giving a short-term loan for 2 months, the amount written on the bill. Later, the idea of the bank is it will be collecting the amount written on the bill from the drawee. Then 2 bills receivable account. Bill is going out to the hands of the banker. Now, the value of the bill is 800, right? So, how this 8 rupees came? Yes, we have to just apply the formula PRT by 100. What is P? Principal amount 800. R is the rate of interest. See, in the second line it is written 6%. So 800 into 6% means 6 by 100. Then what is the period of the bill, unexpired period of the bill? It is 2 months because the date on which bill is discounted is not given. So it means that the bill is discounted on the date of the transaction itself, which is 1st July 2015. So the time required for maturity date of the bill is 2 months. So 2 by 12, that is 2 months. So the formula we have to apply for calculation of the discount is PRT by 100, that is 800 into 6 by 100, that is 6% into T. Time is 2 months, 2 by 12. Like this, if you calculate, you will get this 8 rupees that is written in the second journal entry as discount. Right? Clear? Then on the maturity date, that is September 4th, N's account debited to cash account. See, the bill is discounted with the banker and the banker presented this bill to the drawee on the due date, but the bill is dishonored. So, N still continues to be our debtor for the entire amount of the bill plus this noting charges. So, that is what is being included here as 10 rupees. You can observe in this sum, the bill was dishonored on the due date and noting charges of rupees 10 were paid. So, 800, look at the third journal entry, N's account is debited 810. Correct? So, that 800 is the value of the bill and 10 rupees is the amount of noting charges. So, N, our drawee continues to be our debtor for 810 rupees. The reason being N dishonored the bill when our banker presented the bill to the drawee on the due date. Then to cash account 810 rupees, because now we have to pay the entire amount whatever we had collected from the bank. That is the amount of the bill 800 plus the amount of noting charges which actually our banker paid on the date of maturity when the bill is dishonored to our banker. So to cash account, cash is going out. Then finally, journal entries in the books of N, that is acceptor. First entry was for giving of acceptance. M is a receiver of the acceptance, debit the receiver, and we gave the acceptance and we gave this bills to the drawer. That is, bill is going out to bills payable account. Done. Then on September 4th, the bill is presented by the banker to us for payment, but we dishonored it. So we have received the bill, bills payable account debited, bill is coming in 800, and whoever has paid it on the dishonored date, that is on the maturity date, because we have dishonored it, finally noting charges we have to meet. So it is our expense finally, because it's our default that we dishonored the bill. So noting charges account debited 10 rupees and to M's account. See, M was our drawer, right? But now he still continues to be our creditor for 810 rupees. That means we have to give him not just 800 rupees now, but along with the noting charges we have to give 810 rupees to our drawer, that is M. So this in this session we learned solving problems and regarding dishonor. We learned what is dishonoring of bill of exchange and the procedure regarding bill of exchange to be made by the holder of the bill, and we learned passing of journal entries in certain cases of dishonoring of the bill of exchange. In case you want further readings on the same topic, you can refer the book Basic Accounting by B.S. Raman. Thank you.